Hey guys, okay, so you want to first start off with your wig block, measure your client's head, make sure the wig block that you're using matches their head. We're using a spandex dome cap. This is my favorite one because if you're going to wash your wigs in anything, it allows your scalp to breathe, and also it dries really quickly and it doesn't bleed on the hair. Make sure your cap is aligned with your canvas head. And then also, as you guys can see right here, I'm putting my closure a little bit before the band. That's going to ensure that that track is not smack dead in the front when I go to part it on the side. So that's a little secret for you guys, just to help you guys out. And you just pin down your closure, just like normal. You're going to sew one side at a time. I'm just showing a quick demonstration right here of me sewing down the side in no particular order. The key to this part really is you want to make sure your stitches are really close together, and see I'm pointing just to sew the other side down. So right here, I'm letting you guys know or see the stitches. They're extremely close together. You guys, this is going to make your wig last for years, I promise you. Your closure's not going to go nowhere. Look at that. Okay, so now let's move on to the next step. So now you want to start your first track. I'm going to start my first track like midway on the end of the cap. When we're starting the track, we're not going to go through the elastic band. We're going to go on the outside. I put it up close really right here for you guys to see that even as I'm sewing, I'm kind of pulling the cap a little bit just to make sure I'm not touching that elastic band at all. And again, you guys, I go through the weft about a good 3 to 4 times in the beginning and also on the ends. And then while sewing, I'm going to keep them stitches really close together. That's going to keep the longevity of your wig intact. And then also it's going to keep it extremely flat. Like, look at the pattern that I'm sewing. You see how close some stitches are? And I'm doing the loop and pull method. Yeah, as you can see, I wrap the thread around twice and I lock each stitch in. My stitches are not going to go nowhere, you guys. And again, like I said, at the end of each track, I always go in at least 2 to 3 times. This is really an important step, going in 2 to 3 times, because you don't want no tracks loosening up on your wig. The wigs that I make, literally, you guys, they last 4 to 5 years. My construction, I never have to repair anything. The most I ever have to repair is the frontal or a closure. Right here, I'm showing you guys how I flip my tracks. I don't cut my tracks at all. You want to make sure you're going above the previous track. You don't want to go on top of the track that you just put. That just helps with bulk. And then also just sew it down again. You're gonna go right on the edge of the cap. As you guys can see how I'm going, I'm at the edge of that cap. Sew that track down a good 3 to 4 times as well, because again, it's gonna be extremely flat. And I did a real time right here just so you guys can see, like, this is hair that my client actually gave me to make her wig, and these tracks were extremely thick. But I made it work, you know, and I did the damn thing. Her wig was extremely flat. She loves her wig. And yeah, her wig will literally last her for years, you guys. So these are like little wig secrets that I'm sharing with you guys to help you guys if you make wigs or if you're interested or anything. Yeah, that track is really hard to blow. And y'all, please excuse my nails. I was in the process of taking them off and I had to work. I had wig orders. But yeah. So just make sure you go on the edge of that cap, you guys, and you guys are going to see why. And a little bit of why you want to make sure you hit the edge of that cap on each track. So now that we're going to sew, we're going to rethread our needle and we're going to go on the other side. I'm going to show you guys the other side. So I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to come back when we get to the other side. Okay, so here we go. Like I was telling you guys, make sure you go above that previous track, because when the wind blows, or if anything, when the client pulls her hair back, you're not going to be able to see no cap, no previous tracks, no anything. So always when you're beginning and starting off your track, you're just gonna curve that track up a little bit, following the edge of the cap. And then also, again, like I said you guys previously, when we get to the elastic band, we're not going to sew through the elastic band. We're only sewing through the material. Sewing through the elastic band won't allow your cap to stretch. It's not going to stretch. Like, not on these. I see some people sew through the elastic bands. That's a preference. My wigs, any wigs that I make, as long as I'm using the right wig block size and my measurements on my clients are correct, my wigs always fit. I've never had a problem with my wigs not fitting or construction. And I think that's the biggest thing about this video that I wanted to put out there. When making wigs, your quality is going to come from the hair, yes, but then also the work that you put into the wig. Not everybody makes the wigs that I make, how I make them. There's a billion ways that you can make wigs, you guys. This is just the way that I do it. This will work for me. Again, like I said, my wigs last for years. I service a lot of wig clients, and I get a lot of clientele just based off of my wigs. So again, I just want to come and show you guys some little secrets that will just help you with your wig making journey. If you was interested in wigs or anything, as you can see, I'm just pressing that track right down just to make sure it's flat, and I'm just gonna put a few more stitches in it to sew it. But yeah, you guys, you can see I'm on the edge of that cap. I'm on the edge of it. Alright, so I'm going to speed it up just a little bit because I think you guys get the point at this point. So yeah, I'm just really going up the head in the U shape all the way around until we get to the top. And then you guys, I will come back when we get to the top of the mannequin head. I was trying to figure out some other tips that I can tell you guys to help you guys. If you guys have any questions or anything, make sure you comment them down below, and I will definitely answer them. If you guys are confused about anything that I did in the video, there's tons of wig videos in here. Well, just on YouTube in general that can help you, but just mine, I just wanted to come with a few tips. This particular wig, if you guys can see, if you are paying attention, I skipped a lot of space throughout this wig. I don't know where my client got this hair from, but the tracks were extremely short, so I really had to make it work. And I went back after the wig was done just to add in more fullness and everything, and just make sure all the tracks would fit throughout the whole head. So right here, we're basically at the top where the closure is. And you guys, again, like I said, keep that stitching really close. But then also, you guys, you don't want to sew on the closure. Do not sew on the closure. You sew right behind the closure to where your tracks and your closure meet and it's kissing, there's no space. But don't put stitches in your closure. The reason why, because if you service a client or if you make a wig, and again, we all know closures and frontals need to be replaced depending on the care and the time and the length that we have them. It'll be easier for you to go back and just cut the closure out versus like having to take down the whole wig or cut tracks. This way you could just take the closure or frontal down, replace it, and it'll be like brand spanking new. And again, I'm just showing you guys some stitching that I do. I still do the loop and pull. I lock every single stitch going all the way around, as you guys can see. Also, I'll leave my business email down below if you guys are interested in getting a custom wig by yours truly. You can shop my website, Shopofficialgirl. Just go underneath booking. And yeah, you guys, I will definitely lay that wig for you. And like I said, as right here, I left some space in between, but I went back and I sewed tracks into that after the wig was done. And yeah, you guys, we are all done. This is what the wig is looking like freshly when it's done. I haven't styled or anything. Stay tuned, those videos are coming soon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and again, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.